What's good? I'm at the house. First day of demo. Got a lot done. It's currently 7 o'clock. My crew left 4 hours ago, and I've just been in a flow state here, just getting a bunch of stuff done. Like it's literally like 6 a.m. and I knocked out this entire wall. Yeah, but I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. I'm finally kind of being able to show and I guess really unlock my potential, if that kind of makes sense. But yeah, literally just been at this for, maybe I'm just getting my anger out, who knows, but I've been at this for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And yeah, the crew left a while ago, and they told me just go home and come back tomorrow. Cause I mean, by all means, I could just stand to the side and allow my crew to just completely do this flip, and I can literally just stand back and do nothing. But I don't want to do that. I want to be hands-on. I want to learn shit. You know, I want to be able to, you know, do some of the stuff myself so I could save money. So yeah, and we're in the, yeah, not the best outfit. I have my nice shoes on. Yeah, not the best, but you know what? I'm in such a flow state that I don't want to go home. I've been here since 6 a.m. I've been here since 6 a.m. knocking stuff out, and you know, I mean, I was doing this, and then you know, I tore out the entire kitchen. You know, if you look back at previous videos, there was a kitchen here, so I knocked that out. I've been working on the floorboards. Yeah. But yeah, we've really just been cracking down on this thing, getting it all basically kind of ready to go. And I figured I would kind of hop on here and just document this because it's a weird feeling for me. You know, I could have gone home 4 hours ago. I could have gone home 6 hours ago, you know, but I decided to stay past when all my team left, and, you know, just, like I said, just get shit done, you know. I'm in a flow state, you know, I don't want to get out of it. I would rather just stay in it and just keep working. I don't even feel tired, you know, I'm off of 5 hours of sleep, you know. But that's what I was thinking about here. I was thinking about, you know, like I'm putting in this work, I'm grinding for the things that I want. I'm grinding to get this done and really just get it going as fast as I can. And I was like, well, you know, God's really putting me through this and really, you know, making me enjoy this and love the whole process, you know. And I'm working hard. I'm doing all this hard shit. I mean, there's harder shit out there, but you know. And I kind of snapped back and I'm like, well, God doesn't always reward the hard workers. He does, but life doesn't reward the hard workers all the time. Think about it, if hard workers were rewarded, construction workers, teachers, you know, people that work their ass off would be multi-millionaires, but that's not the case in life, you know. And I barely graduated high school. I didn't go to college. And here I am, bought a house and in a shitty market, you know, completely took a gamble here. You know, I'm playing with hard money here. I'm playing with investors' money, so it's a bit sketchy, but I'm taking the risk and I'm doing this. Nonetheless, I'm doing this. And I'm not scared. I'm not holding back, you know, because I understand God has got me. No matter what happens, God's going to take care of me, and I have faith that things are going to work out. I have faith that things have and will work out, you know. And that's just how I've been moving a lot recently, and it's such a surreal, supernatural feeling, you know. And granted, today was, you know, evidently exhausting and fun. Like I almost had to sleep here because I left my wallet in my Tesla, and the wallet has the Tesla key card in it, which I need to get in the Tesla. My other phone died, which is the only way to get in the Tesla without the key card. And this phone doesn't have anything set up to get into the car. So I would have literally had to sleep here because I couldn't get in my car and go home. And instead of getting angry, instead of getting upset, I was like, okay, God's testing me here. God's really, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's nothing difficult, but God's really, he's testing me because I was in a flow state. I was doing good. I was working. And then I'm like, oh shit, my phone's about to die. And then it was already dead. I was like, okay. And then I go to my car and it doesn't open. I was like, and then I realized my wallet's in there. So I was like, okay, it might be cooked. But went down to the gas station, got a charger, got that squared away. Anywho, like things might be going good and things will go good, but God will always find a way to test you no matter what the situation may be. And you just gotta follow through and trust him with it. Seriously, you just gotta follow through and trust him. It's easier said than done. Believe me, it's easier said than done, but that's what it just comes down to. You really just gotta have faith. And this is all a gamble for me. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is I fail, I file bankruptcy, I lose this money, and I just, I already live with my parents. I'm saving money there, so if that's the worst case, I just go back to my parents and figure it out and try again and try again and try again. The amount of battles I've been through the last, 3-6 months, and I don't want to say, oh, boo-hoo me, but it's really tested my faith with God. And whether you believe in God or not, this is me ranting about God, whatever it may be. The last few weeks with the world in America, it's been in a tough position, and it's really testing a lot of people's faith. It's tested my faith, and it puts things into perspective to make me really understand and realize that you really got to look at everything, every bad thing, every good thing, every sad thing, every confusion, every anxious feeling as a lesson from God, a sign from God to really learn, to understand it, to evolve, and to train yourself to become the person you need to become. And that's just reality. That's how I've been really moving. That's how I look at it. I say that over and over again, but it's nothing less than the truth here, guys. And like being here, starting on this, getting this going, I haven't been this happy in quite a damn while. Things have been up and down for me, and just like everybody else's life. That's life. You're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna have shit happen. It's all about how you keep moving. 80% of life is what happens to you. 20% is what you do about it. Okay. Like some people just choose to give up and take the easy road out and not give it another shot. But yeah, I'm just taking this time to really just get on here and really put in perspective how grateful and how thankful I am, for everybody who is, like just everybody, especially God, and not to let him go unrecognized. And to understand that there's always an upbringing. There's always going to be an upbringing for you, no matter what the downturn is. And that's just what really matters. And the thing is that just taking a risk, giving a shot, and just doing it is way better than doing nothing at all. You gotta try it. Whatever craft, whatever project, whatever plan you're working towards, just give it a shot. Just try it. Go in there blind. If it fails, you learn. You learn something. If it fails and it doesn't work out your way, you learn something. With every failure, there's a lesson. With every failure, there's a win. It's being trained, being able to look at it from a different perspective and understand that, okay, this didn't go right, and I learned from it. And if it does go right, you do well and you excel. But yeah. And just give it a shot. I saw this quote today that, there's graveyards full of people who thought they had more time. There's graveyards full of people who didn't take the risk. There's graveyards full of people that had, banger books that they never got to write that would have been phenomenal. There's people that had, you know, an idea or inspiration that could have changed the world that they didn't act on. You know, you get the point. There's so many possibilities. There's so many possibilities for us humans to create, you know, and the last thing you want to do is just be lying in bed and just filled with regrets, saying, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. You know what I mean? So I don't want to keep getting on here and just rambling on and just ranting and shit like that, but you know, I've been working here for fucking, God, 12, 13 hours I've been here. And, you know, I haven't been on my phone. I've been here just getting shit done in a flow state and had time to think, and this is what really, you know, this is what really prospered, and this is what I wanted to really put on here. And like I said, you know, these are videos for me to look back on, for people that are following me and see me succeed, they could look back on and knew that I know I was gonna make it. That's the thing. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. I know. I'm delusional enough to know. I'm delusional enough to understand that I already have it. Anyways, we're pushing 12 minutes here. But yeah, first day, gave you guys a little walkthrough and, you know, gave you my 2 cents of what I really took away from the day today. And yeah, you know, it was a good day. I'm gonna probably end up putting this out before my house tour video, which is fine. I'm still working on that one. I'm learning how to edit and do stuff like that, so you gotta, you know, be patient with me. You know, I know my quality of this content's not the best, but you know, it doesn't matter to me. This is all at the dome here. This is just my beginning, so I could care less. You know, eventually it will get better. Eventually, you know, I'll put more time into it, but yeah, appreciate you guys. That's what I had to say. Take what you want from it, apply it in your life, and go out and do something. Don't be afraid. Just do something.